Venezuela 80-69. Pedro Chorio has joined us, as well as Coach Fernando Duro. Before we start, could I please ask that you have your mobile phones on mute or to turn them off, and also to make sure you keep the aisle clear since this is being broadcast. And additionally, please do not stand up to take videos or photos. The press conference will be conducted in English, but if Spanish is spoken, we'll also have that translated. So if Pedro could offer us an opening comment, please. Pedro, ¿puedes hablar? Sorry, just press that button. Is that on?
Okay. Creo que la diferencia del partido fue que hoy perdimos nuestra identidad. Teníamos un plan de juego que habían preparado el staff, no lo ejecutamos y creo que ahí tuvo la diferencia del partido.
I believe we didn't follow the game plan and they made us pay, and we didn't play with the identity we used to play with.
Ellos fueron agresivos desde el principio, nos llevaron al juego de ellos. Nosotros luego tratamos de ejecutar el plan, pero fue un poco muy tarde y no pudimos volver al partido.
They were the aggressors from the beginning of the game, and we were behind the whole time. When we wanted to get back into the game, it was too late.
Okay, thank you very much, Pedro. Coach Duro.
Buenas noches. Creo que pesó un poco quizás la ansiedad del primer juego mundialista de este grupo. Creo que quisimos hacer demasiadas cosas y no hicimos lo que queríamos ejecutar bien. Y los 10 puntos que nos sacaron en el segundo cuarto creo que nos hizo muy cuesta arriba. Polonia no se equivocó hoy, creo que jugó un buen partido, jugamos el partido que quisieron ellos y a este nivel obviamente se paga. Dignifico la entrega del equipo, creo que una gran experiencia para ellos y tienen que entender que, bueno, se lo explicaba en el vestuario, tenemos 2 oportunidades más, hay que trabajar y volver a lo que nos puso en este mundial. Y creo que lo van a hacer y espero la recuperación del grupo. Obviamente ya salimos del debut, salimos de esa ansiedad y creo que lo vamos a recomponer y tenemos la necesidad ahora de hacer un buen partido con Costa de Marfil.
First of all, good evening to everyone. It was the first game on a World Cup competition for all these players, and we were too anxious. We tried to overdo, and we didn't do right the small things we had to do properly. Poland played a very good game. They took advantage of every opportunity they had. But I dignify the effort my players had tonight, and hopefully we can get our focus back on the next 2 games we have coming up.
Okay, thank you, Coach. If you have a question, please raise your hand, and we will get a microphone to you. Are there any questions for Pedro or Coach Duro? No? Right here in front. And please tell us who you are.
Josh Davis from FIBA. Coach, for you, what's the biggest adjustment that you think you have to make for the next game?
Creo que en algunos momentos del juego, me preguntó eso, ¿no, Pablo?
¿Cuáles son los ajustes que pensamos
Sí,
que tenemos que hacer?
era eso, está bien, entendí bien. Nada, creo que lo mental tiene mucho que ver. Salir del primer partido era muy importante, pero muy importante para mi forma de ver. Creo que lo que tenemos que ajustar es, obviamente, seguir el plan que propongamos para el partido con Costa de Marfil. O sea, no perder la identidad que nos puso en el Mundial. Eso a mí me dejaría mucho más conforme o contento si uno pierde siguiendo su identidad y su plan de juego. Amén de eso, dignifico el esfuerzo del grupo. No es fácil debutar en un mundial. Creo que lo mental es lo más importante porque tienen que entender que hay una nueva oportunidad y todavía hay chance de pasar y todavía tenemos 80 minutos por delante, ¿no?
The mental part is the most important now. We have to move on from our mistakes. We have 2 more chances coming up. Hopefully we can make the adjustments in the game plan, reducing the amount of mistakes we make in the game.
Okay, thank you. Are there any more questions? Okay, you right here, please.
Sí, muy buenas tardes. De Venezuela, profesor Duro. Este equipo...
Sorry, can you ask it in English first, and then you can ask it in Spanish.
Okay. Professor Duro, this is a team that usually they come back in all tournaments. Yesterday you told that this team used to start the tournament very slow, in a very slow way. So you think it is possible to come back in the tournament after this game? And to our player, Pedro Chorio, how do you feel if Venezuela can come back from this game, and how to change your mind to the next game? In Spanish. Profesor Duro, este es un equipo que se ha caracterizado por regresar todo el tiempo en los campeonatos, ha tenido traspiés y ha podido levantarse, ¿no? Eso, como usted lo decía antes, requiere un trabajo psicológico. ¿Cómo piensa usted que se puede hacer ese trabajo en este día que nos queda para el próximo juego? Y a nuestro jugador Pedro Chourio preguntarle lo mismo, ¿cuál es ese cambio de chip que debe operar en este día para poder seguir en el campeonato y acceder a la segunda ronda?
Bueno, obviamente yo les decía antes del partido que esto no era la final, esto era el primer juego de un mundial contra un equipo europeo. Nosotros creemos que eso lo tenemos que entender, sí o sí. Si no lo entendemos, vamos a estar en problemas. Pero es lo más difícil, salir del primer juego, y creo que lo más fácil es ejecutar lo que venimos trabajando, obviamente, durante estos 2 años. Si hacemos lo fácil, quizás nos vayamos un poco más felices de lo que estamos hoy.
Yeah, translate that.
Okay. First of all, I told the players a couple of days ago that this was not the final match of the tournament. It was just the first game of the tournament. It was important because of our inexperience in this kind of competition to move past the first game, and hopefully in the 2 games coming up we can play more our kind of brand of basketball that brought us here.
Bueno, creo que lo primero que tenemos que hacer es tratar de pasar la página, corregir los errores que cometimos en el partido de hoy, recuperar nuestra identidad y aferrarnos al plan de juego que nos establezca el staff.
First of all, what we have to do is to move on to the next page, try to get more focused on the game plan, and to remember the identity of this team has.
Okay, thanks very much. Are there any more questions? Okay, thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us.
Thank you.
Spell his name right. It's tough, right? It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. The only thing I want to do as a national team coach is I want to have a guy in the team named Kowalski. That's what I want. Kowalski. I haven't found a guy named Kowalski for the national team yet. Sokolowski's pretty good, so. Right? That's what I'm saying, right? It's a great Polish last name. So. makes a difference. But that was fun.
Okay, we're going to resume the press conference with Poland joined by Coach Mike Taylor and Mikhail Sokolowski, who had a terrific game today with leading the team with 16 points and also had 9 big rebounds. So congratulations, first time in 52 years that Poland have played at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. If Mikhail, if you could give us a comment, please.
Okay. Hello, everyone. That was amazing game, amazing experience for us. We're so proud that we won this first game after 52 years. What about me? Whole team won this game, so that's the most important thing.
All right, thanks very much. Coach Taylor.
Thank you, Jeff. Really proud of our guys. You know, it was a great team victory. Our players over the years have shown they have the ability to rise to the occasion and rise to the challenge in many different forms. I'm really proud we played, you know, to our identity, really good team basketball, really good effort. Credit and respect to Venezuela. They started the game they were on fire. They really showed their experience and showed some quality out there. Key for us was improving some of our defensive ball pressure as the game went on. And then I think also too adjusting to some of their traps and run and jump and you know, surprise defense. A key stat for me, you know, out rebounding them 42-39. That was really important for us. You know, Adam Hrsonyak, Sako here had a lot to do with that. And then we just had really good teamwork out there. You know, we moved the ball, we spaced the floor, we hit shots, we made some big plays, and really I can't be more proud of the guys for this first step. A great start to the tournament here at the World Cup for us.
Thank you very much. If you have a question, raise your hand and we'll get a microphone to you. Why don't we start here? Yep. And just tell us who you are.
Yeah, I'm journalist from Xinhua News Agency, China. Questions to the coach. Now we will know that next game, you know, Poland will play against China, the host team, and Poland is leading in world ranking, but China is still a very, very special rival for Poland. So how do you want to get your team prepared in mentality and strategy to fight against such a special opponent? Thank you.
So, you know, if people really know our team, you know, over the last 5-6 years, we've played the host country twice before. In Eurobasket 2015, we had a great game against France. Marcin Gortat had a three-pointer from the corner to tie it at the end, but missed, and we lost 66-63. And then in Eurobasket 2017, we had a great double overtime game against Helsinki. At the end of regulation, we were up by 9 with 1:30 to go. We had some turnovers. Lauri Markkanen made some big shots, and you know, basically they won the game. So our team has experience playing in this focal point game. It's not just a home court advantage; it's a home country advantage. So I know that our guys are going to rise to that challenge. They're going to look forward to the experience. You know, we respect the Chinese team. For me, they've been interesting to follow because they've played with 2 different teams for much of the qualifications, played many players. I got a chance to see them in the NBA Summer League up close. So we're studying them and looking forward to the challenge to play them. But I know that our guys, because of our history, they're going to be extra motivated. It has nothing to do with China. It has to do with us and being our best and taking on those challenges. So I'm looking forward to the game. We have respect for China. The World Cup here in Beijing is first class, great hospitality, and to play the host team, it will be a special challenge.
Thank you. And right behind him, yep.
Aaron Solis, China Daily. Could you as a player talk about what's your impression of this Chinese team, your next opponent in a group, and any particular players that you are aware of in Team China, or what would be the strategy preparing for that game?
We were focused on this Venezuela game. So right now we will scout this coaches. We will scout the Chinese players, and we'll said about them tomorrow for sure.
We take everything one game at a time. The players were all focused on Venezuela, so we will introduce tomorrow morning in a meeting our Chinese game plan, the personnel and everything. So the players don't know anything about China yet, but they'll learn quickly.
Okay, right here.
Hey, Coach. This is Aldo from FIBA. I know you talk about the team and unselfish play, but can you talk about McCall's game off the bench? Yeah, 16, as Jeff mentioned, 16 points, 9 rebounds.
So we love Sacco. He plays with great energy. He's very physical. And kind of our team joke is, Sokolowski, we say, get out there and sock it to him. So that's kind of what Sacco did today. He really attacked. He crashed the boards. He can play the 3. He can play the 4. And he was an important matchup for us against Carrera, who plays with tremendous energy for himself, number 42 for Venezuela. So we tried to match Sacco against Carrera, and really Sacco stepped his game up today and impacted the game in several different ways. So he socked it to him, and I'm really proud of him.
Thanks, Coach.
Right here.
Tomasz Sobie. Coach, could you please tell us a couple of more words about Adam Hrycaniuk's game?
So Adam Hrycaniuk is, for us, we call him the Beast. That's his nickname, affectionately. He is a high-level defender as a big man. He is a blue-collar player. He's tremendous in pick and roll. He's tremendous in low-post defense. He sets unselfish physical screens. He's a great defensive rebounder. And I think that what, in his career has kind of held him back a little bit has been some of his offensive game. But he fits in perfectly with our team, with our guys. We count on him. We rely on him. And today, 10 points, 10 rebounds. We gave him a little extra motivation today because Venezuela, Colmenares, number 43, his nickname is La Bestia. And our guy is the Beast. So we're like, hey, let's go. This is Beast against La Bestia. We're going to find out who the real Beast is. And Beast responded with 10 points, 10 rebounds. Really proud of him. But he's one of those guys that coaches love. Sacco's one of those guys that coaches love. The blue-collar, hard worker team guys. And again, this is our identity. And I'm really proud that these two guys stepped up and helped us today.
Thank you. Are there any more questions right here? Please identify yourself.
Josh Davis from FIBA. Coach, coming out of halftime, we were kind of talking about the defensive adjustments that both teams are going to make. And you kind of mentioned they went away from the run and gun trapping, kind of switch screens and whatnot, cut the lead down to 2. Can you just talk about kind of the adjustment that you then made to kind of push the game out? And
Yeah, so we came out a little unconcentrated. Against Venezuela, they try to speed you up with the traps and everything. And we had some unconcentrated play in the beginning of the second half. We had some turnovers and just poor execution. Fortunately, I think Aaron Sell hit a big 3 in the corner and kind of stemmed the tide a little bit. But then in the second half, our main point was we knew they were going to switch 1 through 4 pick and rolls, and they would not switch 1 through 5. So we wanted to play through the switch, not get caught up in trying to attack the mismatch there. We wanted to stick with the 1 and 5 pick and rolls. The guys did a great job. We spaced the floor well, and then I think when we adjusted better to, let's say, them trying to trap us and speed us up, and made plays and looked to make them pay, then we really got some good things out of that.
Yes, one more question here.
Hey, Coach, like you mentioned, they all know that the whole world, I guess, for fans outside Europe, haven't seen this Polish team for so long on the very top of the world stage. So how do you want, the world to remember your team? After, this tournament, because it's very rare to see your team on display on such a top world in the world.
We're all new to the World Cup stage. That's the truth. We own it. We've talked about sticking to our identity and being who we are. That's our best way to success. We feel like we're battle-tested and proven in Europe. 5 of the top 8 teams in this World Cup are from Europe, and I think people will tell you in the European game, hey, we respect Poland. We respect what these players and the team has done. So we take confidence in that, but it's new. So I just want our guys to stick to their identity, be who we are, unselfish, team play, balanced scoring, tough defense, execute, compete. And, you know, when guys like Michal here, Sako step up and Adam Hrtsanyuk, you know, that makes it really special. We've been together for a long time. We love each other. And, you know, I'm really proud that we got off to a great start here in the tournament.
Okay, are there any more questions? All right, thanks very much, gentlemen, for coming, and thanks for the questions.